All right, now you guys are all going to be in trouble with this one. Talk to your neighbor. There's a whole bunch of crap going on in number 9.
The last one wasn't D. None of them have.
8's got a cube root. 8's cube root is 2. The cube root of negative 125 is negative 5. Those are rational. All right, you look at number 9. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on there. There's a negative exponent. There's a rational exponent. There's a fraction in the denominator, or in the base. It's a mess. So ask. Probably has something to do with beef. Okay, now to be fair, Zaro is from Montreal, and Montreal is the home of the single greatest thing you can do with beef in the history of the world. No, smoked meat. Smoked meat. Smoked meat. There is nothing you can do better with a piece of beef than turn it into smoked meat. And nobody does it better, and Zara and I will probably disagree here, nobody does it better than the Maine Deli on Saint Laurent. Do we disagree? You think it is best at Schwartz's? Dunn's? Ben's? Then where? There's a new one. Son of a bitch. Really? I like the Maine. I was not aware there was a new one. Although one time, Zaro, at about 4 a.m, I was wandering the streets of Montreal, like you do, and there was a sign through the misty rain that said, "World's Best Smoked Meat," in neon. It was a little tiny house. It was one, or a little tiny store, one door, nothing else. And I was like, I had already done a tour of all the good smoked meat places. I'd been to Dunn's, I'd been to Schwartz's, I'd been to the Maine, I'd been to Ben's, all on that day. I'd eaten 4 smoked meat sandwiches that day, and I was like, I gotta go here, man. They say they're the world's best smoked meat. And this was 20 years ago, so I don't even know if the place is still there. I went in there, and I don't know if it was because it was 4 a.m., but I remember it as being the finest sandwich I've ever had. And I've been back to Montreal thrice since then, Soupman, and I have never found the neon sign that says world's best smoked meat. I don't know where it is. It could very well have been similar to that. This is honestly true. And I even have corroborative evidence. The man who wrote the screenplay for The F Word is a very good friend of mine. He was with me on this epic walk through Montreal at 4 a.m, and he too ate the world's best smoked meat. And he too agrees that it was the best smoked meat we've ever had. And he too has never been able to find it again. I don't know. I don't have a locker. Why would I care? I don't know. How can you not know that about me? No. Why do you make that face? When something is stolen, it generally stays stolen. All right. What's the answer?
It's D.
It's D?
Yes.
Why is it D? What does a negative exponent do to this? It reciprocates it. So it becomes 25 over 4 to the 3 halves, yes? Now, what happens to the denominator in a fraction? It becomes the square root of 25 over 4. And what happens to the numerator? Where does the numerator go? To the exponent. What is the square root of 25 over 4? 5 over 2. Cubed. That cube goes to both. 5 cubed over 2 cubed. 125 over 8. Let's find another question about radicals and exponents and or factoring. Ooh, there's some trig. I love trig too. Trig's my favorite. What was it, Zaro? Which? That exponents one? That would be useful in both. Can you do this? How would you do this? I'll give you a big hint. Right away, you should be able to eliminate two of those without even thinking. Yes, you can eliminate C. Why? Why? Doesn't this, a cubed root of a negative has to be negative, doesn't it? And notice in A and C there are no negatives. So A and C are garbage. Great. So now all we got to do is decide on B and D. You'll notice that F is the same in both. So all we got to look at is these two. Now you people are smart people. Which is it? It is B. Why? The square root of 2 is what? 1.4, right? E can't be up here, so it has to be B. Even if you don't understand that, once you know where F and E are, you should be fine. Right? Excellent. Oh, exponents. Go. Oh, you guys are real bad at these ones.
I know.
So you should do two things now, Elijah. One, you should not be talking to Evan like William is. No effect there. See how I did that big hint? Nothing. They didn't even stop. They didn't even do this thing that kids do and then go back to what they were doing. They didn't even stop. Amazing. So Elijah, one thing you shouldn't be doing is talking, which you stopped doing. The other thing you shouldn't be doing is what? Or you should be doing is writing it down. Look at you. All that in brains too. It is not C. A has a positive exponent. So A has to be in the numerator. Good job, Rucho. Well done. So it has to be A or B. Which one? It's A, because there is no negative in front of the base, so it can't be that. What this really means is A to the 1 times B to the negative 3, which is A to the 1 times 1 over B to the positive 3. A to the 1 times 1 is A over 1 times B cubed is B cubed. That was 34. 35. Oh, yeah, 35. Rio or Rio or Rio or Ro or I can't think of any other ways to pronounce that. Rio, yes, could have been Rio. All of those names, that person is solving that expression. Did they do it right? So let's check here. Is this okay?
Yes. Yes.
Is that okay? Really? What does Bedmass say? brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. What do you know about division and multiplication? Are they the same?
Yeah.
So which one do I do first? The one on the left, right? So, shouldn't I do 5 minus 5?
No.
Why not?
It is the add. 5 minus 5 is when you add the exponent, in the multiplication you should add the exponents.
I know that, but this is division first.
Oh, that's division?
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's plus.
No, it's division. So what do I do with 5 and negative 5? Oh, time's up. You would subtract them, which would be the same as adding. Have a good weekend. I will see you Monday for your very last class of Math 10. Some of you are celebrating. That's okay. It won't hurt my feelings.
Have a good day, Mr. Barnes.